Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming. My name is Christina, and I will be the MC today. Thank you so much for coming. So how many of you are the first time coming to KTSF? Wow, so pretty much all of you. So without further ado, let's introduce HKETO Director, Mr. D.C. Chen.
Hi, thanks for having me. This is my first time here. I am new to San Francisco. I just take up the post of the Hong Kong Economic and Trade Office in April. So I'm very glad to be here and just want to share with my overseas audience that Hong Kong is doing quite well nowadays. We are still the freest economy in the world. We are the number 3 most competitive economy in the world. And our IPO just got number 1 in the last year. So I think today's heroes are the 5 startups from Hong Kong. They're from Science Park. They are the best of the best. And then they are here to learn. They are here to grow. They are here to build partnership.
Yes, okay. Yes, that's great. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, let's welcome the Hong Kong U Alumni President, Dr. Arden Guan.
Thank you, Christina. Yeah, welcome everyone. My name is Arden Guan. I'm the current president of the Hong Kong University Alumni Association in Northern California. This program showcasing the Hong Kong innovators who are visiting us here in Silicon Valley was originally proposed by Christina to me because we have quite a few of our members are in this particular space. And then I realized Iris, another one of our members, who is also the Deputy Director of the Hong Kong Economic and Trade Office, is also quite interested in promoting the innovation economy of Hong Kong, as well as supporting these startups. So I connected Iris with Christina. Voila, here we are. Thank you again sharing this glorious afternoon with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So let's welcome our General Manager, Mr. Jack Shores.
Thank you very much. First of all, welcome all of you to KTSF. It's really a pleasure to have you here. One of the things that we really take pride in is the way that we're able to move closer to the community. And particularly for those of you that are familiar with us, some of you are, some of you probably are not. We are, next year, we will be 50 years old. So we're excited about that, year 49. I noticed when Christina sent me information about who was coming today, a huge list of CEOs. And when that list came out, I said, I better call my boss and make sure that he's coming to the CEO. So I just wanted to acknowledge our owners, Lincoln and Alicia Howell. You can tell it's an important meeting when the owner shows up. You know, that's a good thing. I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to tell you a bit about what's happening with KTSF without going into too much length. And for many of you who know us, you would know that we have at 7 o'clock a Cantonese newscast that runs 7 to 8:30 live, and it is the leading local in-language newscast in the country, and has been that way for many years. And we're very pleased about that. We also have a Mandarin newscast at 10 o'clock and serve other ethnic communities as well. We have programs in Tagalog. We have a Vietnamese program. We have some Hindi on the weekend. We have a Persian program. But primarily, we're known to serve the Chinese-speaking communities. And we're very pleased to be able to do that. A few other things I just want to make mention before I get out of the way here is that our business is a really dynamic business. It's changed a lot over the years, and our abilities to survive include our abilities to get more users, viewers and users. You might notice that there's a second logo that we have out there besides KTSF called Lincoln Asian Media. That is our move to doing more national broadcasting. If you're familiar with streaming services, I'm sure most of you are, you can view us currently on a free downloadable app called Zeam, ZEAM.com, but soon, at least before the end of the year, we'll be on 3 or 4 more of them, so that we'll be able to be seen through these streams, primarily in Sacramento, in Los Angeles, and all around the country for other places that people want to view us. So that's going to be our next step in adventure, to be able to try to grow our user base around the country. Again, we welcome you here. We hope we get to do more things with you where you become part of our community here, in fact, and welcome to KTSF. Please come back and visit us again soon. Thank you.
So before I start to introduce the startup, so I have a little message from Hong Kong Science and Technology Park. So we partner a lot with them, and we always broadcast the news. And also a few months ago when I went to Hong Kong, they also kindly invited me to the Hong Kong Science and Technology Park. So it's really amazing. They nurture and they support a lot of innovators. So I have a message from them. So the first Hong Kong Science and Technology Park's Global Booster Program was launched last year in 2024. It is part of the Hong Kong Science and Park's effort to empower homegrown startups to seize global business opportunities. In partnership with global innovation platform Plug and Play and other investors and partners, it provides a rigorous 6-month comprehensive training in Silicon Valley with business development and fundraising support tailored to the needs of individual startups. And this year, the cohort 2 of the program features 9 high potential startups, including 6 presenting today. They will introduce the groundbreaking innovation from AI to green tech and more to the global stage. So 大家好，我係 Christina 啦。咁今日咧，我哋咧就會介紹咧由香港科學園嘅6位唔同嘅 startup 喎。So without further ado, let me introduce the first one about sleep apnea. So as you guys know, sleep apnea is one of the most common and underdiagnosed problem in the United States. The reason for that is because if you want to diagnose if you have sleep apnea, usually you need to stay overnight. However, with this FDA-approved technology, you don't need to stay overnight anymore. Okay, let's invite Daniel Leung.
Hello everyone, I'm Daniel Leung, Head of Operations from Belong Technology. We developed the world's first medical grade wearable ring, which is FDA cleared for both the hardware and the AI algorithm for sleep apnea diagnosis and sleep stage monitoring. So instead of staying in the sleep lab for a night, the user can wear it, stay home, and do the sleep apnea testing. 我哋倍靈科技咧就開發咗世界第一隻醫療級嘅穿戴式指環，係去做睡眠窒息症嘅檢測嘅。咁所以咧唔使去一個啲睡眠窒息症嘅診所，個用家只要帶住我哋指環喺屋企瞓一晚，就可以檢測到佢有冇睡眠窒息症啦。
This is a very convenient and useful innovation, especially a lot of people suspect if they have sleep apnea but not sure, then they can just easily use this ring and then we transmit the data to the clinic or hospital. Thank you, Daniel, that is really cool. And then the second startup I would like to introduce is the Full Nature Farm. So in places such as in Hong Kong, the farmland is very scarce, but farm can now move to indoor. Using vertical style hydroponic and smart lighting, and they can bring the ultra fresh produce right into the heart of the city. Is that correct? 所以喺香港咧，啲農地咧好少嘅喎。咁但係咧 ，with 你哋嘅 product 啦，咁而家咧可以喺香港嘅 office 啦，可以就已經種植啲農作物啦。咁我而家就想介紹咧 Full Nature Farm 嘅 founder 同 CEO 咧 Ray Locke。
Okay, hi. I'm Ray Locke, the CEO and founder of Full Nature Farms. We're an ag-tech company based in Hong Kong. We started from greenhouse farming, transitioned to indoor vertical farming because of climate change. But we realized there's even more potential for our business for the outdoor farming. So right now we are providing a smart irrigation system that provides a full feedback loop that collects data from climate, crop, and soil to automate the farming process. By doing so, we save a lot of water and also nutrients. Right now, we're working with local universities like UC Davis, Cal State Fresno, and then also Georgia. But on the other hand, we also have commercial projects coming up in Napa Valley and other places.
This is very good, especially in California, we have drought. So with your product, it actually saves a lot of water.
Correct.
This is very good.
Yep, thanks.
Yeah. 所以咧，我哋介紹咧第三個 group 咧叫做 sense object。咁咧every year millions of tons of waste end up in landfill, but innovators are transforming that waste into eco-friendly substitute for timber and plastic, from agricultural byproducts to recycled fibers. And these sustainable materials reduce deforestation, reduce the plastic use, and help to build a cleaner, greener future. 咁每年咧都有好多數百萬噸嘅廢物咧就去到堆填區喎，但係我哋有創新嘅研發者咧就可以將呢一啲廢料咧化成環保嘅木材啦同埋代替品喎。咁唔知co-founder of 呢個 Sense Object Fever 可唔可以介紹講解一下咧
Okay, hello. My name is Fever, and I'm from Sense Object. I'm the co-founder of Sense Object and also the CMO of Sense Object. Sense Object is a green tech company. We are turning different agricultural waste, especially the tea waste, into the alternative to replace the plastic and wood. So over the past few years, we have delivered hundreds of tons of our sense material to the market for over 150 clients across industry, including the packaging solution, electronic product casing, hotel amenities. And nowadays, we also establish our new sector into automotive industry. So we are quite happy to be here and share our project with all of you. Thank you.
And this is very good because it's very environmental friendly.
Yep, exactly.
So I'm just going to ask you guys individually, and then we'll have a group question. So Daniel, your company is called Belongtag. It sounds like Germany. Like it's actually very interesting. What does it mean?
Yes, we are inspired by a German opera called Der Ring des Nibelungen, or the Ring of Nibelung. It means it's a magic ring with superpower. So we would like to empower the user to get to learn more about their health, so they can put more attention to their preventive healthcare.
所以 Daniel 頭先咧就係話佢個名點解叫 Belongtag 咧？就係 actually 一個德國嘅好似一個 opera 咁樣 opera 咁佢就有一個有 superpower 咁樣就係 belong
魔術指環
係啊一個魔術指環喎。咁呢個非常之有趣啦，呢個名稱得到嚟係唔該晒你。其實阿 Ray 咧，咁其實你係咪好細個就已經對呢一啲即係agriculture 或者 environment 係好有興趣咧 ？So Ray, I want to ask you, have you always been passionate about environmental like issue or like how to grow like agriculture indoor things like that?
So, actually, no. We started farming actually 12 years ago as we realized vegetables are quite expensive in Hong Kong, and it's more for growing vegetables for the family members and friends. And then once we started farming, we realized it's quite inefficient, expensive to operate a farm. Profit margins are low. It's really difficult. And we decided to focus on how to optimize production, really focusing on automation. That's why we got into the whole farming sector. And then we also realized in order for us to continue, it has to be really sustainable and scalable.
Yeah, thank you. 所以 Fever， 我想請問你咧，咁其實你係咪成日都係由好細個都係已經開始對 eco-friendly products 呢一個 environmental issue 已經好有興趣？So I want to ask you, have you always been interested in the eco-friendly products or environmental issue?
Yes, of course. Before I joined this company, I was a designer. I was a graphic designer and product designer. So what I'm going to do is always want to build something or create something to, optimize people's life. And after I met the CEO of Sense Object, and I realized that we could turn something as common as tea waste into a sustainable material that creating high value. And it really, I really get excited by this. And also the Sense Object providing a platform of the material innovation, and which align the purpose of my career path. So, and yeah, that brings me into this company.
Oh, I remember that we also did a news story with our news anchor, Gu Lingjia, and she said that actually your coaster is made by the waste of the tea leaves.
Yep.
And when you smell it, you can actually smell the tea. So it's actually really cool。所以我哋新聞咧，古林家咧嘅記者咧，都同你做咗一個新聞嘅訪問喎。咁原來咧你嘅tea 嘅 coaster 啦，即係你個杯墊咧係用一啲茶渣嚟做，咁所以你聞起上嚟咧都會有一啲淡淡嘅茶味喎，咁係非常之好。
係啊，佢唔單止靚啦，係啦，佢聞落去仲有少少嘅香味，係，which is very good。
So I would like to ask you guys like a group question. So what do you think about Silicon Valley, the culture? What is the difference between Silicon Valley and here?
Maybe I go first.
Yeah, okay.
So in Silicon Valley, both ideas is being pushed rapidly. However, in Hong Kong, especially for MedTech, we are more conservative because we have to develop our product within the regulatory in the established healthcare or medical structure. So in theory, it's going to take longer for Hong Kong startups to deploy new ideas. But when the product is ready, or at least for the minimum viable product, it's usually meeting the regulatory requirement. Yeah, and for working culture, there's quite a big difference as well. So in Silicon Valley, it's more relaxed, more casual, which encourage creativity. But in Hong Kong, it's more formal and hierarchical. Yeah, so and it's more efficiency and goal-oriented.
阿 Daniel 咧就話香港咧同美國咧有少少唔同喎，因為香港咧你想 develop 嘅 product 咧，有時咧一定要 meet 啲即係醫院啊或者啲醫療嘅系統嘅 regulation 啦，咁所以咧就可能係比較嚴謹啦，咁同埋佢話美國嘅人咧就比較 relax 啦，比較 chill 啲嘅。Well, thank you so much。咁啊 Ray，我想請問你，你會覺得喺美國同香港有咩唔同咧
？I think the main difference is really at the mindset. The mindset here, you encourage to fail. In Hong Kong, once you fail, you're done pretty much. So, and then here you push for you to pivot quite a lot. And then when you ask questions, people actually answer you. And in Hong Kong, it's quite difficult because of like the culture, I guess. It's really the culture. And here people are often more open to new ideas, new concepts, willing to try.
Yeah, you made a good point because from the last cohort that I talked to, they said in here people will correct you if there's anything you need to modify. Whereas in Asia or in Hong Kong, they have this poker face. They wouldn't tell you whether they like it or not, and then you pretty much only give them one chance. And if you fail, you're done. But here, I think people are more like willing to open-minded to new ideas. Thank you. So what about you, FIFA? What do you think about the difference of the challenges you have here or in Hong Kong?
I mean, the culture, I totally agree with them because in Hong Kong, we are more careful, we are more practical, and we too much emphasize the risk management sometimes. But in Silicon Valley, we see that there's a culture, the big difference that is the people right here is more open. They're open for exchanging. They're really open for sharing and also open for failure, open for different opportunities. And I think mixing both a mentality or mindsets could be bringing us forward.
Do you guys have any question to ask them, group question?
Since our product is medical grade, so we have a higher sampling rate. That's how we get the report so accurate when we compare to the traditional sleep apnea testing, which is the polysomnography or PSG. We are 95% accurate compared to PSG. So that's how we get FDA cleared. And when you use the consumer grade product on the market, they don't give you a full data report. They only give you like red, yellow, or green, saying that if you how severe, if you have potential sleep apnea. For ours, we are the doctors can use our report for prescription. So that's the major difference.
Targeting on the B2B side, okay, commercial farms mostly, and also universities, because we are creating a flywheel effect with them. because their way to understand data is quite different from us. And then we can teach the AI, train them to understand like plant stress or is there any soil issues. So it's a really smart system. And then the way we deploy it is depends on the farmer's need. Maybe he has issues with irrigation, fertigation, or cultivation, or just simply just want to collect more data. So they can deploy it phase by phase. Although we manufacture the hardware, we design the hardware and everything, but we don't sell the hardware. We are charging on a subscription-based model, starting from $10 per month per sensor. So it depends on the type of sensor that you use, then we charge a different price range.
I'm not a founder, so I can speak on behalf as teammate. Resources. So we would like to have a longer runway for our cash flow, but we want to dream big. There are so many things we want to achieve at the same time, but since we only have limited resources, so we have to allocate our resources wisely and try to make everybody happy. Like for our company, we have like clinical study team, we have operation team, we have M&E team. So for example, our marketing and business team, they may have received some requirement from our client or customers, clinical customers. So we have to put them into priorities. Otherwise, if you just push everything to our technical team, then they will be overwhelmed and overloaded. Like, so tell me which one you want to go first. On my agenda, I think this clinical study is more important. But for you, you want to make your customer happy. So there's always a conflict. So it's about how we are going to allocate the resources and make sure that all the team leaders are on the same page. So communication is very critical for a small startup company like us.
And what about you, Ray and
Maybe.
Okay.
Just a quick summary.
Quick summary.
Quick summary.
I think agriculture is hard in general, right? But then you have a lot of different factors, elements that can affect it. And then selling to farmers is hard, hardware is hard. So for us, the most challenging part is really to push forward. And then just to, stick to the plan, I guess. And also try to look, because we are based in Hong Kong, right? Hong Kong, the agriculture sector doesn't exist pretty much. So we have to look elsewhere. And now we got lucky. We really travel around the world and finally settle in the States right now. So I think it's really believe on what you want to believe in, but also look at elsewhere.
To me, I think communication is really crucial. It's really critical for any startup. And I would like to add up a little bit on top of that, is that I think building the trust is the most challenging part among all the startups.
You guys made some very good point, especially about the obstacles in here. 咁佢哋頭先幾位咧都講咗好多唔同嘅即係 challenges 啦，呢度係挑戰啦，例如即係點樣同 team member 可以相信大家，或者有 resources 咁樣，非常感謝你哋幾位，多謝。You guys ever wonder whether your hair have some problem or going bald? So Michael Wong is actually the founder and the CEO of Haircosis, but unfortunately he cannot be here today. So right now we're going to watch a video about Haircosis.
Hi everyone, I'm Michael, CXO of Haircosis, Chief Hair Officer. I'm here to protect your scalp. Haircosis is use AI to diagnose your scalp and hair, and then give you the personalized solutions in order to save your scalp problem. There is not a huge market in the haircare industry, but there's two pain points. Firstly, over 80% of people, they are worried about their hair loss problem. Half of them, they are not satisfied to their hair products. So we use AI to diagnose your scalp and give you the right solutions. So how Haircosis do? You just need to take two kinds of pictures. the phantom and the scuff pictures. And they pass through our AI models, which is built by over millions of pictures with our own pattern and algorithm to give you a very comprehensive report. And finally, give you the right solutions for you to curb your scuff conditions. So, why Hecosys? Because we just need the iPad or tablet with a magnifying lens to use it. We are all AI driven and give you the report within 30 seconds. So, how this tracking strategy is supported by ABCD business plan? How we do it? We use AI to track your scuff, and then we go to B2B first, such as the hair salon, hairstylist, hair clinic, etc. And then with the B2C products, we can integrate our AI modules to add a smart hair device, and then everyone can check their scuff in their phone. And then we'll go to the B2D. So after we penetrate to B2B and B2C market, will be the largest number of scuff data in the power. So we will build our hair map because we know what kind of solutions which is benefit to the people. And then we can licensing our data to the hair industry, such as the L'Oreal, P&G, etc. Now, we start to launch our product in 2025, January, and we got already $500K US dollar contract. And we are looking for $1 million US dollar for this year in 2025. And we are looking for a fundraising for $1 million for the seed round, because we would like to explore the new market in the US and in Japan and accelerate our global reach, such as in Europe, Middle East, and Southeast Asia. And finally, we would like to build our new AI models and have a new solution for the hair loss problem. And we have a very good teams which compose of different haircare industry, marketing team, and some experts. They support us to build our venture. So, I'm Michael. We are Hecosys. Let's make the hair and happiness coexist. Thank you so much.
So Michael said originally he wanted to phone in, but unfortunately, the sound is not very good for phone in. But I can tell you more about Michael and how he worked so hard, even during the college for that few years. Every day he just take different pictures. Every day keep on different ethnicity, every picture. All he does for that many years is taking different pictures. So that's how he generated AI data about different kind of texture of different ethnicity. So he told me if he just sees someone, he can automatically know what kind of texture, what kind of problem you have on your hair. So unfortunately, he cannot be here today, but I can tell you more about him later. So let's welcome another D-Engraver, the founder and CEO, Jackson. So have you always wondered, when you have a overwhelmed pile of contracts or legal paperwork, you feel overwhelmed and maybe you feel very tedious to do all this work. But D-Engraver is actually an LLM-based platform that provides smart AI-powered legal and contract consulting. It helps you to review, understand, and manage documents efficiently, saving times, reducing errors, and giving you confidence in every legal decision. 所以我哋咧，唔知大家有冇咧發現咧，假如你睇合同啦，或者法律文件咧就好麻煩或者好難應付喎。咁而家咧就有一個非常之方便嘅 solution 叫做 D-Engraver，咁佢係一個 LLM 嘅平台啦。咁用 AI 人工智能咧去幫你處理一啲法律同合約嘅問題啦，佢可以幫你審閱啦同埋理解裏邊嘅文件嘅喎。咁啊大幅可以慳到啲時間啦，減少出錯啦，就令你每一次法律嘅決定都有更有信心嘅喎。咁我哋咧就而家 welcome 咧 D-Engraver 嘅 founder 同 CEO Jackson 啦。
So D-Engraver, we built up a legal AI platform named Law IntelliChain. So what does it means is that we include the global legal and compliance work like an AI lawyer that can provide the compliance and the contracts making, reviewing, and also can do different type of the legal advice, especially comes to business world. Previously, we work with thousands of lawyers in different countries to build up this AI. And nowadays, it's over 2,000 lawyers, our clients across 10 countries. Especially in United States, we covered all the states' law and US code that users can simply ask any questions and we will answer like a lawyer, but by using AI to do the thinking.
So let me ask you. So let's say if I want to get divorced, instead of having a lawyer, I can just use your service, right? And then you can save time.
Yeah, you can save time to check what certain standards that you can make you become some beneficial positions. And also we have a community in different lawyers like divorce lawyers and other practice areas lawyers that they will help you to go further.
Yeah, this is very interesting because a lot of people, not just divorce, but like labor law, like some people work in a company and they feel like they've been treated unfairly. But instead of finding a lawyer, like maybe they don't have money, but then they can actually use your service, which can help a lot of people.
Yes, and currently we build up a team in Silicon Valley. Actually, half of us is from Stanford Law School. So we actually letting a lot of students and professors as an individual to use this platform to simply solve their, some very, we can say particular questions that you are not asking lawyer, you are not pay for it. But if there's an AI you're willing to ask, everybody will have some legal question like that.
所以 D-Engraver 咧，佢就係話咧，佢用人工智能咧，就係可以 provide 一個 platform 啦，咁俾好多唔同嘅顧客可以用啦，或者假如你有啲問題咧，假如 instead of 問一個律師咧，咁你都可以用個 platform 就可以問一啲可能好專業啊，或者一啲法律嘅問題啦。So running an e-commerce business may be a very tedious and time-consuming. So Spaceship actually makes shipping simple and more efficient. With smart logistic technology, it streamlines deliveries, track packages in real time, and ensure your product reach customer faster and more reliable, helping your business grow without the shipping headaches. 咁咧唔知大家有冇經營過網店咧？咁係咪好麻煩咧？咁 Spaceship 咧令到運送咧變得簡單啦，同埋高效率。咁佢就利用智能嘅物料啦、科技啦，就可以即時追蹤包裹啦、簡化配送嘅流程啦，確保啲產品咧更加快同埋更加可靠，可以送到客人嘅手上喎。咁幫助你咧好簡單同埋冇煩惱咁樣發展你嘅生意嘅。咁啊 Chilam 咧就係呢度嘅 Spaceship 嘅 co-founder 同埋 CEO 啦。就林允之係咪？林允之 Chilam，hello。林允之 ，hello。
Hi。
可唔可以講解下你個 business 咧
Okay, this is Chilam, CEO and founder of Spaceship. Actually, Spaceship is a logistic tech company. We laser focus for the e-commerce merchants how to grow global without hesitations about the logistic operations. We can say that the merchants we focus is the D2C seller, which means operating the e-store by themselves on Shopify, Wish.com, Magento, something like that, but not rely on Amazon, eBay, this kind of big platform because they have to running their own brand, so they don't have the logistic support like Amazon. So they have to cater all the logistic operations by themselves. So this is makes sense to rely on the third party. So we are the third party. Actually, Spaceship is a platform that integrated with the global fulfillment center and also the global carriers. I mean the service provider like FedEx, UPS, DHL, something, etc., in different countries. So we integrate all of these kind of solutions on our platform, so we can help the e-commerce merchants how to send the product to global different countries with a very optimized pricing, optimized the shipping route and also the efficiency, etc. Because we have to cater different countries, custom, taxations, regulations, remote area, delivery, something like that. This is impossible for them to handle. Like we have some Kickstarter sellers selling like 10,000 products to over 200 countries. Although you got so many partnerships with with you. How can you do the comparisons? How do you handle the decorations by yourself? So we are the third-party platform to handle everything for you. So you have no hesitations, no need to handle any kind of this kind of logistic problem by yourself. So we help them how to grow global easily.
Yeah, this is a very good solution because it really saves a lot of time and save a lot of energy and save labors. So you just handle everything. So people don't need to think about all these little details.
Because we think that because they are a small team running their own e-store, so actually they have to focus on BD side, marketing side instead of the logistic operations. So this is much more makes sense to put all the logistic operation stuff to the other company spatial.
Yeah, this is a very good idea. Thank you. So here's the group question, and I was going to ask Michael, but since he won't be here today, I will answer for him as well. So I wanted to ask Michael, like, what inspired him to have these hair courses, the hair products, diagnostic machine? So he told me that actually his father has been working in the hair industry for a long time. So his dad in Hong Kong actually opened, I think, more than 17 salons that specifically for the hair loss, like for the baldness, for that. To diagnose the hair problem. So that's what inspired him. He really wanted to find a solution. How can he diagnose about your hair condition faster? That's why it inspired him to co-found this hair courses. And that's why when he was in college, he kept taking different pictures of different hair of different ethnicity so he can found this company and help people to diagnose your hair condition. So another question for Jack. So what do you think is the most challenging working in Silicon Valley or in Hong Kong?
The time difference. In Silicon Valley, it's more likely a 24/7 work. The reason is we work at the morning, and then in the after afternoon and night, it's the morning time in Hong Kong, right? In Asia. And in the midnight, it's the European working time. So often, sometimes it's happened, we have several meetings from different time zones. It's very difficult to sleep. I think that's the most challenging things. Yeah.
所以阿 Jack 頭先話咧，就係佢覺得最困難同最大挑戰性咧，就係唔停咁樣工作喎。因為咧，佢除咗咧做完嘢喺美國時間啦，跟住就變咗歐洲時間，跟住仲要就埋香港時間，所以佢覺得佢每日咧係不停咁工作嘅。咁啊 Chilam 我想問啊 ，So Chilam, I have a question for you. I heard you met a lot of friends here, especially you also joined the local soccer team. So can you? In fact, I heard that you actually play soccer, football this morning before you came. So can you tell us more about your experience here? So Chilam 咧喺度，我聽講咧佢就識咗好多朋友喎。咁佢仲咧 join 埋參加咗呢度嘅踢波啦。佢同埋我聽佢踢波都好叻添嘅。咁啊今朝咧嚟呢度之前佢已經去完踢波㗎啦。咁 Chilam 你可唔可以講下你呢度嘅經驗咧？
Yeah. I think that Silicon Valley is a very exciting place. I can meet so many friends startup over here, right? And this is really good for me because I understand how to build a startup and iterate my product fastly with the other like Silicon Valley's founders. And however, I would like to understand much more about the local cultures. So this is the best way to make friends with the local people. So that's why I joined the local team football. Although they are mainly from Hong Kong, I mean all the team is from Hong Kong. Some of them is actually born and raised in U.S. However, there's Hong Kong people, so they really care about the new joiner. So that they keep telling me the local culture, how to build a product, because they are normally working in a giant tech company like Meta, Microsoft, something like that. I met so many these kind of people. They do so much sharing with me. So I think that this is the best way to understand the local culture, other than making a girlfriend, making friends is another good way. Yeah.
Yes, and the reason why I know so much because a lot of the teammates actually from KTSF. So
yeah.
I have all these up to date about what Chilam is doing. Yes. So do I have any group question? Okay, Dr. Fong. Yeah. We have a microphone for you. Yeah.
Thank you. My question is for Mr. Jack Shin. Question is, what is the business model of your company? Specifically, are you going to go out there for people to subscribe, or for business, or for just the regular people who just want to have a question or two?
Our business model is for subscription base. Yeah, it's quite simple, and we have different plans for different group. Like we have the individual plans for the everyone that's to see business, and also we have the plan for law firm. So that's a group subscription, a lot of headcounts and usage, and we also have some tailored plan for different big firms. They have different demands. So we actually do this in to B and to C different track.
So how is it different from the regular ChatGPT 4.0 or whatever that offer free answers to whatever question you may have, legal or not?
That's a question that a lot of people asked before. So there's two main difference between Law Intelligence, our product, and ChatGPT. One is the accuracy. What we most care is the accuracy of the legal profession answers. So if you're using ChatGPT, you maybe got the 70% right accurate, but 30% left is hallucination. So that means you cannot fully trust the answer, right? But if you're using our platform, we control all the data source, especially the case law, the judgment perspective, what is the good law, what is the bad law. We give you the professional level of the answers. So for individual, you can trust us more, and for law firms, it's crucial, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So let me follow up with a legal question. If based on your answer, certain things goes wrong, would you be legally liable for what you do or what you say?
That's a very crucial question. Legally, we give the legal suggestion. So the responsibility is about the user. But what we currently offer is thousands of lawyers are using this day by day, right? So as individual, you can pick and choose. You trust us or you trust ChatGPT's answer.
I would like to know a little bit more about the innovation startup ecosystem in Hong Kong, because Hong Kong's right next to Shenzhen. When you have a very different way of getting funding, say getting your company started in that particular system, is it something that you guys tap into in terms of Shenzhen? The way how Shenzhen work, which is very different from Silicon Valley. So how does it affect you guys in terms of where you want to go, and what advantage you can get from Silicon Valley and vice versa in Shenzhen?
So like in Shenzhen, it's more focused on the mainland China's market. So that's the main reason you set up company in Shenzhen, and also maybe the labor force is a little bit lower than the global markets. But in Hong Kong, Science Park, it's I think the comparable advantage between Hong Kong and Shenzhen. In Shenzhen, it's not like that, not that supportive, I would say. So and it's helped us to go global. So it's different strategy and different directions when we do the business.
How about you, Chilem? Anything?
Yeah, I founded my company in Hong Kong, and especially we start our business in Hong Kong Science Park, right? I find the Hong Kong Science Park is really supportive for our growth. However, I find that Hong Kong actually is lack of talent. I mean the talent pool resources. So that's why since last year I established my company in another subsidiary company in Shenzhen as well, and which is nominated by the Shenzhen government. And now I'm really supported by the Shenzhen government. However, I'm not looking for the China market. I'm just looking for the talent pool. So I'm building another technical team over there and support team in global market. I think that this is super makes sense to build a technical or development team in Shenzhen or other city from China. However, we are looking for the other countries' business, for example, US. But we are founded in Hong Kong. We have this kind of knowledge in both sides, Western and in China as well. So we are now using the China resources to build our product and selling to and penetrating to global market. So I think in the coming years, sooner or later, this is another way to become a bigger company, because this is the fact that Hong Kong is limited in talent resources, and as we are only a startup, we are unable to compete with the financial institutions, the drawing company to compete with the the talent. We don't have this kind of resources. We have to find another way, and we try, and we have to find another countries to provide this kind of resources. However, Southeast Asia's countries is, you have to put so much management effort. But Shenzhen is really makes sense to have optimizing your management costs. So that's why we have this move.
Yes.
Yeah, I just say a few words because I think the 5 startups really helps to sum up Hong Kong's role as the super connector and super facilitator and super value added entrepreneurship. They demonstrate our entrepreneurship, and then they connect Hong Kong and the rest of the world, US and the mainland. I think this is Hong Kong's role as Asia's world city. And then they are so innovative. And then the Jack's project is based on the common law sort of system, or the common law system it connects Hong Kong with the rest of the world. And then Lam's his project, Hong Kong is always a logistics center. He's applying AI into solving every other people's problem. FIFA is wonderful. They're the first environmental protection project which really looks into helping the US auto industry. Yeah. And then Daniel is wonderful. He just explained to me how he can solve my problem. Yeah, I don't sleep well, I only sleep 4 or 5 hours, so I need to find a doctor as well. But this is the beauty of Hong Kong startup here. And this is why we want to connect them with you guys, and through the Christine sort of program, we can reach out to all the American sort of people, especially the Hong Kong Chinese, American Chinese, Asian, because a lot of them are well connected in the medical world, in the environment world. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much
all
for
5.
having me.
Okay?
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. And you guys, thank you so much for all the startup who came, and also thank you so much for Mr. D.C. Chern and Dr. Arthur Guan and Jack and everyone who came to visit us at KTSF. I think it's a very interesting stories. Thank you so much for sharing about your experience in Silicon Valley. And I hope that you guys will have all the success, and please come back next year, and then we'll hope to see how you prospered with your project and with your career as well.